Hello, today we're going to be looking at some shoulder strengthening exercises, looking to build some really strong and stable shoulders to try and reduce episodes of pain in future. So today we're going to be doing a side raise, so you can do this with a band to start with, just looking to pin that band down under the foot and then simply raise the shoulder out to the side. Nice and easy, nice and controlled. And then you can swap it out. If you don't have a band, use a dumbbell or a kettlebell or some kind of weighted object at home even, purely lifting that arm out to the side and slowly lowering it down to your side. Then onto some front raises, so same as the side raise, however this time going in front of you, so working on this forward flexion position, pulling that band straight up in front to about 90 degrees on both the front raise and the side raise, and then you can also swap that one out for a dumbbell or a kettlebell and try not to look like you're struggling as much as I am. Really nice and simple exercise. You can always drop the weight down as well just to get used to the movement and then try and increase the weight over time. Next up, we've got an upright row, so you can do this either banded or with weights, but nice and simply just pulling the shoulders up to the side, so about 90 degrees, but with a bit more flex in the elbow. It's almost as if you're starting a lawnmower or something like that, or doing a ripcord. Just trying to pull upwards, try not to kind of shrug the shoulders too much and trying to move just through the elbows there out to the sides. This one can be a little bit provocative for some people's shoulders, so I suggest you do it with no weight to start off with to get used to the movement and then introduce a little bit of weight over time. Next up, nice and simple shoulder press. Either one side at a time, or you can do both sides at a time, either with a kettlebell or a dumbbell. You can also flip the kettlebell on top of itself to add a little bit more of a balance challenge and working on the coordination of that shoulder, a little bit more stability focused, which can help transfer into other movements in life or in the gym, so overhead pressing with a barbell and things like that. But just nice and simple, try and use the biggest range of motion you can, dropping those elbows down to the side as far as your shoulder will tolerate, and then pushing back up. Nice and controlled on the movement, and you can also play around with the range of motion. So some people can't get down as far, some people can get down this far, all the way down to their shoulders. See what your shoulders like and what they don't like. Try not to push it too far. You can also change the angle your elbow is at, so you can bring them more down to the sides of you or flare your elbows out a little bit more. Most people will find about 45 degrees of flare of that elbow will be the most comfortable for them. But see what your shoulders do, because everyone's a little bit different. Next up, using a cable this time, so same as the dumbbells, just this time using a cable machine with a weight stack. This one works on the stability a little bit as well, because you haven't got kind of a fixed path, so it can be a little bit more tricky. You could always swap that one out for a resistance band as well and pin it or hook it to something behind you. Next, we've got a press up. So this time we're working on velocity at the shoulder. Lots of people find when they make sharp, sudden movements, that's when they get a lot of shoulder pain. So this is looking to recreate that kind of sharp, sudden force. You can start with it standing, which makes things a little bit easier, and then progress into single arm as well. Once you can do double arm, absolutely fine, but looking to make a really nice explosive movement and getting your shoulders used to sudden changes in speed. And then if you can do it standing up against the wall and you are moving kind of further away from the wall to make it a little bit more challenging, you can then probably progress that onto a movement on the floor, so doing it kneeling. Nice explosive again, just little catches, getting those shoulders used to those movements, and then if you're really good at that, you can progress on a little bit further and do some really forceful push-ups as well as part of the rehab process, but that'll probably take a little bit more time to get the shoulders used to those sorts of movements. And work your way through these progressions and see how you get on over the course of 2 to 3 weeks and see how far you can get through.